They say the dead are silent, but they're wrong. Sometimes the dead whisper, and if you listen too closely, they start to whisper back. I never believed in ghosts. When you work night shifts for a maintenance crew, you get used to being alone, especially when your job is taking care of old cemeteries. This one was different, though. St. Merrow's Cemetery, abandoned, miles from town, surrounded by fog and broken tombstones. The company sent me to clean it up for restoration. The first night, the air felt wrong, too still, like the earth was holding its breath. And then I heard it, a whisper so faint I thought it was the wind. Help me. I froze. It came from one of the graves. The next night, I brought my flashlight. I stood over the same grave, an old, cracked headstone, the name too faded to read. The whisper came again, this time clearer. He buried us wrong. I stumbled back. The dirt shifted slightly, like something underneath was moving. I ran. But when I came back the next morning, there were handprints in the soil. Inside the caretaker's office, I found a small leather journal, dust covered, pages yellow. It belonged to the man who used to work here, the last caretaker before me. The final entry read, "They won't stop whispering. I hear them every night. They say they were buried alive. The graves are wrong. The ground is cursed. Tomorrow, I'll fix it. If I don't come back, burn the place down." His body was never found. That night, the whispers grew louder, hundreds of voices, overlapping, desperate. "Find us. Free us. He's still here." I followed the sound through the mist, past rows of gravestones, until I reached an unmarked mound of dirt, freshly disturbed. My flashlight flickered. The ground began to move. Slow at first, then violently. A pale hand broke through the surface. I screamed, and then another hand, and another, dozens, all clawing upward from the earth. The whispers turned to screams. I ran for the gate, but the fog thickened, swallowing everything around me. Then I saw him, a figure standing between the graves, tall, in a black coat, holding a rusted shovel. The whispers stopped. He raised his head. His eyes were hollow, empty sockets filled with dirt. In a voice that sounded like wind and decay, he said, "You heard them too. Now you belong here." He lifted the shovel, and the ground beneath my feet gave way. I woke up surrounded by soil. Damn, why body ached, damn, why lungs burnt. I clawed my way out of the ground, gasping, choking, until I was free. But when I looked around, the cemetery was empty. The gate was gone. The path home was gone. Only rows of graves, all freshly dug, all whispering my name. Now, every night, I hear them again, calling to me, begging me to dig. I think I understand now that I wasn't meant to clean this place, that I was meant to join it.